Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It's your man Earl. Today is Tuesday, May 23rd, episode 143. And as usual, CEO Scriptures on you.
John 14:15. If you love me, obey my commandments.
If you love me, obey my commandments. You might be asking, what does that have to deal with today's subject matter? Well, today's subject matter is become authentic. Be authentic. Stay authentic. Now that's tough. I'm going to say it again. Today's subject matter is become authentic, be authentic, and then stay authentic. So, if we're talking about the gospel, if we're talking about the Bible, if we're talking about being a follower of the way, if we're talking about being a Christian as reflected in the Bible, then the mark of Christianity is those of you who believe in the Word of God. We must obey His commandments. Well, let's take that to business now. If you're going to be in any kind of a particular industry, there are principles in that industry. There are concepts in that industry. There are standards in that industry. And guess what? If you're going to be successful in that industry, then there's a set of principles, concepts, rules, if you will, that you're going to have to learn how to follow. And one of those things, if you're going to be successful, is to develop authenticity. Well, Brother Earl, you might ask, why do I have to be authentic? Can't I just fake it to make it? Can't I just put on a face, put on some appearance of what I am, and hopefully people won't figure out that I can't really do what I say I can do? They'll pay me for whatever I charge, and maybe I could get away, quote unquote, scot-free? No, because eventually you will be found out, and all the so-called work that you put in will go by the wayside because you are not who you claim to be. Why should you be authentic? Let me read it like this. If you are going to be able to engage in business, engage in marriage, engage in being a parent, engage in ministry, engage in whatever industry you choose to be, the only way you can be successful in that industry is you must be authentic. Why? Because once the game starts, you're going to have to fight battles on every side. And guess what? A person who is not living truth, I didn't say living their truth. That's a modern lie. Not about that. The truth, not a truth. Okay? You have to develop your authenticity because once the game of business starts, you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested on every side. And you better know what you are, who you are, and what you stand for, what you're willing to do, and what you're not willing to do. Because the battle, the war, the engagement oftentimes is simultaneous on multiple fronts. And so you're going to have to learn how to be authentic so you can withstand the onslaught of opinions, of ridicule, of people being critical, people tearing you down even though you haven't done anything, people lying on your name. And guess what? The only way you can hold up against that is you are authentic in who you are and what you do. That's the only way you're going to survive. Because problems will come. Trouble will come. Even if you don't cause anything, the truth that you are in business for yourself, the truth that you're chasing a career, the truth that you chose to get married, the truth that you accepted your calling in the ministry, the truth that you make music, the truth that you write poetry, the truth that you have a nonprofit, all these things, yes, I applaud you. I'm cheering you on. I want you to be the best version of you. But within that version, make sure you are authentic. Make sure you are authentic. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you're the real deal. Not some image of what you want to be. No, become the thing. And that's what we talked about yesterday. No need to fake it to make it. Become the actual thing. And that takes time. That takes commitment. That takes discipline. Why, Earl? Why do I have to be the real deal? Because, you ready for this? Whether your vision is big or small, whether your company is big or small, big and small companies, big and small visions, big and small ministries are no different. Why? Because everybody will face the same problems in life. I'm going to say it again. Big and small visions, big and small companies, big and small ministries, big and small families, we will all face the same problems in life, in business, in ministry, in marriage, in parenting, in financial management. All of us will face the same problems. And if you are not anchored in truth, if you are not authentic, you'll be blown to and fro. Why? Because you won't have any principles, you won't have any values, you won't have any morals. And we all know people like that. We all know people that are like that. Emergencies will come. Trouble will come. All shapes and sizes. Trouble will come. Products won't be available. One of your vendors goes out of business. Your bank forecloses. Your bank gets shut down by the FDIC. One of your contractors walks away with part of the money you paid him. Somebody quits on you in the middle of a job. Somebody steals from you on the job. These are all things that you will face. Somebody lies on you while you're pursuing your career path. Emergencies will come. Okay? And only as you grow in your authenticity will you be able to withstand the onslaught. Because you're going to get tested. You'll be lied on. You'll be cheated on. You'll be talked about. And if those things have not happened to you, it's because you have not been in business long enough and your company is not big enough yet. You will experience everything I just said. And if you haven't experienced those things, it's because you haven't been living life long enough and your company is not that big yet. And that's not a slap in the face. That's not a slight against you. What I'm telling you is everybody faces the same thing. Because that's part of the game of life and it's part of the pursuit of success. Believe you me when I tell you, I've experienced everything I just talked about. Everything I just talked about. So, episode 143, be authentic. Develop your truth, anchored in truth, not a truth. Your truth as revealed as the scriptures. Okay? Don't make up stuff and call it, oh, this is my truth. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about learn the truth and own it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about develop some narrative and then run around town, run around the Midwest talking about this is what the truth is. No. You find out what the truth is, and then you own that truth and you walk in that truth. And I'm talking about the truth as revealed in the Most High God. There's a right and the wrong. There's truth, there's a lie. There's evil, there's good. There's life, there's death. That's the truth I'm talking about. There is no gray area when it comes to truth. It is black or it's white. It is on or it is off. Okay, it is up or it is down. Is it left or is it right? What I'm talking about is there are absolutes in life, absolutes in business, and you must develop your authenticity so you are good with walking in truth. Not your truth. Learn the truth and own it and move in that. This is your man Earl, episode 143. Be authentic. Develop the consistency. Develop the discipline. Learn the principles of success. Why? You will be tested. Bigger the vision, bigger the test. Bigger the company, bigger the test. Don't run away from it. I'm here to tell you the truth. God bless you. God keep you. Episode 143. Be authentic. Peace.